I mean, it's not the judge's job to investigate and stuff like that, you know? She said she will only be at a 10-minute recess. They sure take an awful long time. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Prosecutor the Best presents Miss Delicious Scones. Oh yes, you called, so here I am. It is I, Delicious Scones, the pharmacist who makes delicious drugs. But you can call me just Miss Delicious. No, I'm messing it up again. She's from England. I need to pick an accent and stick with it. And you can call me Mr. The Bestest. Obviously, yeah. Clearly. Oi! Nice to meet you, bestie. They've gone straight to nicknames. Oh, that boy reminds me of someone. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's Gregory's son. Oh, Yessie! Nice to meet you, Miley. Could you please not call me Miley? Meeting Greggy's boy. I'm sure it's a sign of getting old. How old is this woman? Yeah, she hasn't aged a day in 18 years. Sebastian, is there something you'd like to ask, Miss Pharmacist? Oh, oh right, yeah! Yeah, it is, like, her art style is, like, completely different from every other character in the entire franchise so far. You see, I came to say the curator, Katie. I've been friends with her for 18 years, so I've visited her quite often. Is it true, Miss Pharmacist, that you also assisted in the treatment of Mr. Gustavia? I guess you could say that. Although I only made the antidote for the doctor. Wow! You made the antidote on the spot? Let's see. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can make any drug easily. The infirmary here is well equipped, you see. Instead of sending him to the hospital in critical condition, we treated him right away. I did all I could. The rest depends on his boy's ability to recover. Do you know the victim, Miss Delicious? Yes, see. Although it's been 18 years since I last saw him. I only knew that he had become a world-famous pastry chef. Is the victim that famous? She made herself sus, yep. I heard in the news that he won in a competition for designing desserts. And that reminds me, I do remember him mentioning something about studying design in Zhengfa. Now, let's get down to business. Miss Pharmacist, are you familiar with the drug Megatoxin X? You see, it's a drug that's used to kill those things. It's mega effective, but because the effects are so potent, it's not available to the general public. What are those things you're referring to? It's a drug for vanquishing the creatures that strike fear into the heart of a lady. The ones that often infest kitchens and the like. Ah, I think I know what she's talking about. So, Miss Pharmacist, may I ask you one more thing? Do you know what happens when you mix normalium with fatalium? Yes, see, I know. It's even written on the warning label for Megatoxin X, hazardous when mixed. When the two drugs are mixed together, a chemical reaction occurs and a gas is released. Inhaling a large amount of this gas can cause breathing difficulties, even death. From the amount of poison gas Gossip breathed in, I think there was probably at least 50 milliliters of each chemical in the gas. That is quite precise. Wow. Never underestimate pharmacists. I mean, pharmacy is like... I can't remember if it's like the pharmacy degree is a PhD or if it's like a master's degree. 500. I said 50. I meant 500. I just know that pharmacy is okay. Yeah. So it's probably a master's degree in many other places too. Normality is an adhesive liquid that becomes hot as soon as heat is applied. It also has a red color and a minty fragrance. Due to its low cost, it's used anywhere. Ah. Fatalium is a white watery liquid. That is enough for now. As expected of a pharmacist, you're very knowledgeable. Yes, of course I am. Methoxynase is one of the chemicals that the company I work for produces. Pink sauce. Oh, but not just anyone has access to it. It's so potent a poison that it couldn't be sold to the public after all. Thank you. I think that is all I need to hear. Does Judge Courtney suspect her? What is she hiding behind that smile? Oh, Flatfoot. Have you made progress in the investigation or something? Yeah, let me tell you. The glass cases that contain the sculptures can be opened by a mechanism in the lid. What strange cases. The temperature in the cases can be lowered down to 0 Fahrenheit. The inside of the Piscis case was set to 27 Fahrenheit, so my hand nearly got stuck to the ice. Good thing they didn't. So then, from the lid of the Piscis case, we detected slight traces of mammalian. Ah, not bad. Huh? If mammalian was in the glass case at the temperature of 27 Fahrenheit, then it would have been frozen but to liquid. Frozen to the lid. Really? So what happened? Mr. the Best, why don't we try borrowing the power of K's little thief? I think the circumstances will be easy to understand if we use our Mr. Thief. So you really want me to help me out that much? Fine. I'm not even sure how this works, but you get on with it. I hate being bossed around by this guy, but to arrive at the truth, I'll do it. Stop acting as you please. The goddess of law has no need of your power. Don't be such a stick in the mud, Courtney Pie. We have approval of the prosecutor in charge. So what's the problem? Could it be there's something the PIC doesn't want us to find out? Shh. That is none of your concern. If you insist on participating in the investigation, then let me check if you're qualified by asking you a question. What is she planning? Who set up the poison gas? If you can answer me that, I will allow you to work with us. Well, Miles, the person who opened the Piscis case and set up the gas? When you think of the circumstances, there's only one person it could have been. Yes, considering the circumstances, it's clear who it was. So, please give me your answer. Who set up the poison gas?
Take that!
There was no one in the Autumn Palace other than the victim, Dangerous Kostakia. It is hard to believe it could have been anyone but him. It seems that way. Very well, I'll allow you to participate this time. However, if I feel you are in a hindrance, I will ask you to leave. Understood. But what I don't understand is why the victim opened that case. So much Edgeworth! What shall I recreate? Based on the information we've got so far, let's recreate the scene before the gas. Connie! Ah, don't scare me like that! So, This is the true power of Sir Thief. Let's investigate the Pisca sculpture post-haste. There's frozen normality on the lid of the Pisca sculpture glass case. It's frozen so thick you can't even open the lid. Oh. On the actual glass case, the lid was heavily cracked. It's like someone had it out for the Pisca sculpture, sir. Do you have any idea how it became cracked like this? Well, the damage didn't seem to have come from the outside of the glass case, sir. I see. So the inside of the case was below freezing point and the case had developed cracks. There are no signs of external damage. From this we can deduce below freezing? Like Mr. Edgeworth's cold stare. And cracked? Like Mr. Edgeworth's furrowed brow! Thermal fracturing. The cold glass case was heated from the outside, causing it to crack. But why did thermal fracturing occur here? What caused it? Inside the thermally fractured case was frozen normalium. Oh, that face means you probably thought of something, Miles. Indeed I have. I know how Mr. Gustavio was able to open the glass case. What? How can you possibly know something that I don't? I'd say the things he does know are in the minority. Hey, aren't you going to let me know? Take that! This gas burner was found in the Autumn Palace, shows signs of recent use. I believe this was the cause of the thermal fracturing in the Pisca sculpture's glass case. A gas burner? Why would you use something like that? Ah, I got it! The lid was frozen shut, so you have to use a burner to melt the ice. Indeed, that is correct. I just had a late start. I'm still the best, you know. Late start? You didn't even understand a single thing, didn't you? Well, that's not because Mr. Edgeworth's explanation was so hard to follow. Okay, what did you update Little Thief so that he can understand it? If you say so. Right, let's restart the recreation. I need to just keep on sitting. Posture check, posture check. Keep them posture checks. The victim, Dame Gustavia, was the only one to enter the Autumn Palace. If he used a gas burner, then the normalium in the glass case would have melted. And then? The melted normalium would have come in contact with the battalion inside the case. And produces poison gas. The moment Mr. Gustavia opened the lid, he would have begun to inhale the gas. More water, more water. He managed to drag himself out to the fountain patio before his strength ran out. So he inhaled the gas when he opened the lid. It seems he finally understands. But why did Mr. Gustavio open the glass case of the Pisca sculpture? The victim's goal, that I do not yet know. Perhaps he had the same reason as Uncle Ray. Maybe he actually came to see the Winter Palace, not the Autumn one. Uncle Ray also thought this was the Winter Palace at first. Oi! You too, Ray Ray? Actually, I thought you saw it too. It looks just like Icy's room from 18 years ago. It's even got the exact same plans in front of the door. It seems that everyone involved in the IS-7 incident had made the same mistake. It is imperative that we investigate the real Winter Palace immediately. I should suggest that to Mr. the Best. I get it now. Yes, that is how it was. Huh? Do you think of something? Oh my god. The victim committed suicide. He thought it would look refined if he died in the art gallery. Have you even been listening? Well, if you're as smart as me, then hearing half of the story will be enough. Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, I just can't. This guy. Sebastian, I'll explain it from the top later. Top? That means best, right? Alright, I'll leave it to you. Yes, it would indeed be best to let Judge Courtney handle him. That aside, don't you have some information to inform everyone else? Ah, I totally forgot. What are you talking about? Haha, with a little checking on the pharmacist. We, meaning me, the best? Prosecutor's subordinate. That's not something to brag about. Shut up! You, quiet down and listen. Suicide is, off the table for now, yeah? That's because, in short, that pharmacist is the culprit. She started to set up the gas as a trap. What? No. It's a terrible shame, Miss Pharmacist. How could one in the profession of saving lives stoop to extinguishing them? Huh? What exactly are you saying? I would never do such a thing. Mr. the Best, do you have a basis for these accusations? Of course. This is my basis. A pharmacist's license. It will permit her to handle Megatoxin X, right? And its active ingredient for thallium was one of the components of the poison gas. Exactly. That chemical is almost impossible for ordinary people to obtain. But that pharmacist is another story altogether. Oh, it wasn't me. You got it all wrong. And that is not all. A bottle of Megatoxin X was found in the victim's pocket. And on the bottle we found clear fingerprints, yours. You and the curator took the victim to infirmary, right? And that would have given you a perfect opportunity to plant the bottle on him. That's... You are the only pharmacist on the premises who could have handled the Megatoxin X. Furthermore, as a curator for this art gallery, you are an acquaintance of hers. You had access to the gallery at any time in order to prepare the poison gas trap. Please wait! That Megatoxin X was stolen! Stolen! Trying to lie your way out of this won't go well with me. It's true! Look, I've got the proof right here in my bag! What is she searching for? Not this? Oh, not this either. I remember seeing cloth like that recently. Ah, here! Please take a look at this. It's some sort of paper. What does it say? April 1st, theft report accepted. Stolen item, Megatoxin X. This is a theft report, accepted certificate. What? Yes, the truth is, 1 week ago my Megatoxin X was stolen. 1 week ago? That means you didn't have it with you today? Yes, see. That bottle you just found is probably the one that was stolen from me. I normally carry a bottle of Megatoxin X in my bag at all times. Why are you carrying that in your bag at all times? Oh, because, like, you use it to kill those creepy crawlies. Even though I often forget to keep it locked up. I would never even think about mixing it with normalium. But why in the world would you carry such a dangerous substance on your person? Well, you never know when those things will appear. Those creatures that infest the kitchen, striking fear into the hearts of ladies, right? Although if you had rolled up in the newspaper, you could just squash them with your one blow. Justin, what do we do now? Well then, can we really accept this theft report? Let us ask for confirmation. That should clearly tell us whether or not she's lying. Right. Well then I'll just call and confirm it. It looks like Miss Delicious isn't the culprit. Indeed, if she really did set the poison gas as a trap, I don't believe she would do it in a way that would incriminate herself the most. So Miles, what do you think the culprit is? Predicting the actions of the victim would require a fair amount of advanced planning. And there's only one person here capable of that. No, Uncle Ray would like to know too. Who do you suspect? I mean, it can only be Catherine Hall. Had to be the curator of the Zodiac Gallery, Miss Catherine Hall. However, I still don't have any evidence that she is the criminal yet. I see. She is... The way he said that just now sounded like he had been expecting it. Doing the job, Miles. He's expected from Uncle Ray's future apprentice. I have no intention of becoming your apprentice. And I will now announce the result of my verification. I can confirm that her theft report was indeed accepted. Therefore, it's a little too early to come to a decision. That means that your logic was completely faulty. Again. You're wrong. My real performance is still to come. Really? And how do you plan to proceed with your investigation? That's... first, we need to speak with the curator. And after that... well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Sebastian? Mr. Gustavia may have had business in the Winter Palace. I believe we should send an investigator there as well. Oh, that's good too. Detective Gumshoe, investigate the Winter Palace at once. Got it, sir. Justin, let's go talk to the curator. I bet that the Winter Palace has changed. And the only reason we can tell and examine it later will be because we have this here photo of it later. Specifically, the temperature will have been heightened, and all the statues there will be melted. That would be my suspicion. Although I do question how they would melt that fast, because those statues are huge, and it takes a while for ice to melt, like when it's that big. Regardless of temperature, it needs to be boiling for it to go that quickly. Actually, yeah. Alright, I want you guys to listen to what the curator has to say. Mrs. the Best, weren't you going to go ahead and talk to her yourself? Nah, that's a job for my subordinates. All I have to do is wait for the report. And I'm the best prosecutor after all. Such arrogance. Well, it's anticlimactic. I'm not chill for a bit. Huh? Was that in the fountain? Ah! There's a bed body in the fountain. What is the meaning of this? Oh dear. Yeah, oh dear. Silence, everyone! Forensics! Identify this body at once! It's terrible, pal! Please be quiet, detective. The ice sculptures and the white powers. I knew it. They've all melted, pal. I knew it. What? 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 Well, good thing we have that picture. What's going on here? There are 2 victims now. This is almost like 18 years ago. Once again, the ice sculptures have melted. Again? And everyone related to that incident 18 years ago has gathered here now. This is not mere coincidence. Don't you think so, Miles? Yes. The key to finding the truth of this case lies in the IS-7 incident. This is what I believe. That is right. Uncle Ray thinks so too. Looks like it's time once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident. Oh.